All right, so I'm going to show you a breakdown of kind of how I put together like a quick snippet of a country pop tune. Again, using the same method of sampled drums, using Easy Drummer again, so a virtual drummer. But I basically played out all the parts, and then I once again go into Trigger and use different samples to replace the drums coming stock from Easy Drummer. This is just an example so you can see a different sound on a different type of song. Not everything that I do is rock, so I have to kind of use different methods for music. But here is from the top. I'm gonna play it. Everything was played by me. They're all live instruments outside of the drums. So here's from the top. All right, you get the idea. It's sounds like a million songs again. Sounds probably like Taylor Swift in her country era, or a lot of like pop country tunes. So a couple basic chords, but I'm going to break this down so you can hear piece by piece what I did. Generally speaking, when I'm doing a song from scratch, obviously depending on who I'm working with, we'll start off with the main instrument, which in this case is the acoustic guitar. I'm going to solo the guitar so you can hear them by themselves. So there's two. One is just played open chords. So this one that's on the left side. Then the second guitar is with a capo, so it's same chords but just a little bit higher. And then the third thing here is a mandolin. It's just mimicking the guitar to give it kind of more rhythm. So I'm not really playing anything specifically mandolin, but just kind of going along with the rhythm. The bass is just pretty straightforward. Just following the kick drum. So I'm going to show you the drums really quick. I have everything bussed, so every single element, it has their own bus. So all the drums are coming into this drum bus up here, and I just have a compressor lightly hitting it. And a little bit of saturation. But essentially, again, kind of the same method as before. I just replace every single acoustic element of the drum kit with a little bit better sample, depending on the genre of music. So in this case, this is kind of what I wanted to go for this kind of more country pop. And then I also have some electric guitars. And this is interesting. Let me mute these really quick. So the guitars are just from the very top, it's doing this. Then there's a tremolo guitar happening over here. And then in the chorus, pretty much just a couple of rhythm guitars come in. And have in mind, this isn't really mixed. I just threw a couple things together to make it sound a little bit better. Usually I would spend a little more time going through each individual element, just making sure everything's good. And then the interesting thing is I don't have a pedal steel guitar, but I do have a lap steel. So a lot of times what I end up doing is mimicking a pedal steel guitar with my lap steel, but I have to, because a pedal steel guitar uses a pedal to bend a string, you get a very specific combination of notes that you can replicate it with a lap steel, but it's very complicated and sometimes difficult. So what I tend to do is I actually play each note separately, kind of doing the same part, and then you get this. So you can see here's the first one, just doing a pad. The second one is doing the bend. And then the third one is just playing another note. I can't remember. Yeah, there you go. And then the last thing over here is some keys, just for ambience. And there you go. That's it. That's how to basically put together a very quick country pop tune for production.